Hello, hope you is good. Welcome back to Europe Universalis 4 with France. So, I'm just waiting for Switzerland to peace out so I can take what I want. Wow, okay. I was waiting about 3 days for that, apparently. Now, what do I want to take? This is a small coalition. This is a rather huge coalition. I would rather not have a huge coalition. I'll take just... what's this? They do end overlordship over Holland. And that's it, okay? They didn't end overlordship over anyone else. So we've still got Brabant and Flanders. But that does mean I can peace out Holland individually for money, war reps, transfer trade power, maybe get into just a null something else. Looking good. Then I think... right, hold on. This is 37.5 AE. What about if I want the Picardy state, because I'll eventually want Calais. I know my claims are in the Burgundy and stuff. But that's more of a coalition, I think. 48.8? Hold on. 47.4. Versus 37.5. Yeah, I think I'll take this state. We'll take money. I might... do I get into end rivalry with me and still try this Burgundian inheritance thing? I mean, they've lost Holland. They might lose others soon too. Let's just take this state. Western Burgundy. And I'll take a humiliate. Give me a PP. Wonderful stuff. Then I'll be able to call the state and instantly make it a state as well. I can call the area and make it a state. For now I'll just increase autonomy. Good stuff. Already working on the cause. So, I need to remember to annex Foix. That'll be done very soon and very quickly. And once again, available for a peasants' war. It will work eventually. Austria. And now my line of thinking is Ottomans, actually. Because I would love to get back Otranto. They're allied to Shirvan, Tunis and Transoxiana. The only one who would join them right now is Transoxiana. I could do this. So let's maybe pull this back real quick for now. Do I maybe get Poland as an ally? And real quickly improve their stuff? I mean, I could. But no. Let's just call in the Mamluks. Go. They're currently all with Genoa, so it wouldn't surprise me if they're trying to siege down Genoa itself. They are not trying to siege down Genoa itself. There somewhere. Let's go take Otranto back. In the name of Provence. I can also start to shuffle my units. Burgundy are now able to rival me again. Make up your mind. Let's grab... are there any good manufactories? There's manufactories, but they're not good. A couple of okay enough churches. It's an okay one of those. We'll grab some barrackses. I should be putting it all into the production and tax really first, but I kind of want my manpower to be a little more afloat, you know? So, Peasants' War. Air extension is at least 25%. Again, that will be gone soon enough. It's also not revolting right now, so that's kind of good. Well, courtesy of me doing the thing. They're allied with Bremen extra this time. That's fine. They've lost Holland and they've gained Bremen as an ally. You haven't gained much, have you, really? Let's go walk to Samandir. Even if they're sieging down Genoa, I'll just go siege their provinces. The Ottomans can't take too much from the Mamluks here. Or, I mean, I doubt they will. And also, as long as I can keep them in the war till the end, I will control the truce timer of the Ottomans with the Mamluks. So the Ottomans won't have too much of an opportunity to expand in this campaign, to be quite honest. Which is exactly what I was kind of desiring. It's what I was open to. Genoa, would you mind letting the Ottomans take back Otranto so I can take it instead? Or can you peace out and just give them like Schio / Lesbo? That'd be great. Who knows, maybe they'll want the Pontic step instead. But I doubt it. I would have thought this would be a war for just these, really. And Moldavia have Crimea. And they're independent supported by Poland, but nobody else is like owning them. Wow, go Moldavia, go. I'm pleased to see that going on. So anyway, the Ottomans are trying to siege down the Mamluks. Did you know who's getting sieged down while that's going on, don't you? The Ottomans. I could just go straight to Constantinople here. Great stuff. Bear in mind they are actually on Genoa. I did just see them. Yeah, they're on Genoa now. I need to be careful with my Merc army here. If the Ottomans want that stack gone, they're gone. Basically. So, next government reform. I think I'd like to go for the usual here. We'll go expanded royal court. Do I though? All the state influence modifier. I could go. Nah, I don't want to do this one either. Actually, let's do expanded royal court. Just do the usual. I'm fine with it. Venice has also joined a coalition. I'm going to need to put a diplomat or two on outraged countries. When this one returns, you go outraged countries. Lovely. I'll improve relations with Bourbonnais and Limousin in time. Auvergne, sorry. It's only because I was hovering over the province of Limousin by accident that I said Limousin. I'm also up to earning quite a lot of ducats a month, apparently. That's looking pretty good. Whoa, 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 whoa. I don't want to do this. Oh, well, whatever. Stack wipe. Stack wipe. Ha 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 ha. Stack wipe. I mean, that was an accident, just due to the unit auto pathing, but damn, we'll take it. Another stack wipe. Now, they might be coming back for me. I'll send my mercs over to Constantinople, and I'll bang the fort. Burgundy are taking out the last Savoy province by Savoy. Savoy you later. Oh, and look at that, already 21% war score. How nice. So yeah, the Ottomans have 50k troops. We have the same numbers. Of course, you've got to account for the fact that the Mamluks are here as well, adding to my favour. and that the Ottomans are still at war with Genoa, also helping me out. I don't need to do any fancy province locking shenanigans here. Wouldn't surprise me if they go round to try and take Constantinople, quite frankly. Yeah, here we go. Here they come. I'm wanting to finish the siege of Gallipoli. They might even just ignore me and go straight for Genoa. That'd be kind of nice. But I'm glad I moved my mercs into my main army. I know it will cause extra manpower attrition here, but it keeps everyone safe. My treasury's taking a little bit of a nose bomb just because we're reinforcing. I say nose bomb, I mean nose dive, and yeah, that's where the Ottomans are going to. Here we go. Unlucky Genoa gets stack wiped. You're at 0k troops now. Transoxiana are Tech 6, so the Mamluks probably won't try to fight them. Or they'll just go over in numbers and just fight them by like 5 to 1 or something. So now the Ottomans are probably going to come back for Constantinople. I would be in their situation. And that's the increased settler increase. Wonderful. That'll help me get through my colonies a lot quicker. Like 33% quicker. Mathematically speaking. Come on. Don't let them get Constantinople before I get Gallipoli. I also need to wait for the war with Genoa to finish. I'm going to build a single unit here, and that will move on to Otranto. It may be the case that I would maybe need an additional 1k, but that's fine. I still want to try it. So, let's have a look here. You're going in on the 5th. I need to wait 1 day. Then go in. And yeah, the Mamluks took down Transoxiana with over the odds quantities. That's what it was. So I've got less morale, but I've got more units. I also have tactics advantage over them. Thanks for still being Tech 5, bozo. Much appreciated. And now I can start sieging some more provinces. I'm now back to no problems with the Peasants' War. As in, I'm not gaining anything. But yeah, do you know, if you could peace out, that'd be really nice. Well, the Ottomans are about to finish the siege, so they'll probably want peace soon enough. Persia are preparing to attack Mushasha. That is a... well, that's not a Persia formed by Ajam. Ajam are gone. Or did they just convert to... ah, it is an Ajam formed Persia. They just swapped to Sunni instead of staying Shia. Interesting. Maybe their religious percentage made them inclined to want to swap. And finally, in 1473, John Bureau is no longer in my employ. Although he did do a very good job. Much better than what this Sebastian guy is going to do. It's kind of a little bit disappointing there. So yeah, now the Mamluks can de-siege their lands. And great, the Ottomans are here now, so they're gonna take out my 1k. If I let them, I'm just gonna leave it in Otranto. And yes, I can now get the war goal. I understand that they'll probably try to de-siege it the minute I take it, but that's okay. Let's bang this fort too. I just want to save time. And attrition. Provence, get to me. To me, my Provence. I'm just doing whatever I can to try and get them to attach right now. Doesn't look like it's working. Also, good job, Mamluks. They baited Transoxiana. Now they're going to send all their units in and overthrow them. However, there is a lack of a general on that stack. Whether or not they hold is the problem now. Yeah, they didn't hold. That was a stack wipe. Should have had a general on their Mamluks, shouldn't you? I'm also going to tell Provence to be in supportive mode. Join onto this. Really? Yo, Provence, what's going on? I'm just going to continue sieging down the Ottomans. I'm not too worried. And yes, Transoxiana got beat once again by the Mamluks, even if it did cost them like 20,000 troops or whatever. So Genoa's in my... I've got a Genoa Lycian. They won't give me access, which is why my guys are stranded. What I could do is mysteriously gain 1,000 manpower. How mysterious. And then grab a secondary unit. And then just siege down Otranto. All I want is the war goal. And now that's another appanage gone. And even though I just created a unit... Hold on, I just created a unit. Let's actually not create this unit. These guys, minus the horse, can come down here. Provence are already joining me on Otranto. That's perfect. Now I'm going to tell them to unattach, and I'll tell them to go on attack mode. So I now have the war goal. Unlucky, my guy. I'm taking back my Italy. And yeah, let's just siege some random provinces around here. Maybe Nigbalu. Maybe. And let's also grab a couple barrackses. And what's a church looking like? Good enough. I'm just going to try and walk this 1k over. It may perish on the way. Oof. That's a shame. So now what are we doing, Ottomans? You're near my land and I'm in your land taking all your stuff. How are you going to compensate, buddy? But also, I got the colony boost ready for when Cape Verde finishes. So it was actually better to have the aggressive expansion one first in the end. Good stuff. More provinces being seized by France. Switzerland left my coalition. Amazing. The more people leave the coalition, the better. I'm going to want to improve with Bourbonnais next, I think. And let's grab... Oh no, that was my 75% discount advisor. That's a shame. I suppose they could only live for so long, huh? And that's a decent general. 1441. I can accept that outcome. That's a good time to get them sort of stats, I must say. There's also a trade dispute against Aragon. No worries. So Ottomans, let's assume you're going to give back Otranto to my rightful subject, and I want Constantinople. Also, I don't like that the Catholics get aggressive expansion with me taking Constantinople, considering I'm taking it from the Muslims and giving back the Eastern Roman Empire to the Catholics. But is what it is. When it comes to seizing court resources, I did it with a couple of the appanages. But I don't think I could do it with either Bourbon or Auvergne now. What I could do... Oh. Didn't realise I had this here. What's this? Oh, that's just units from when I integrated people, isn't it? And my subjects. That's okay. We'll just delete those. I'm not too worried about my war exhaustion right now. Once I've finished with the Ottomans, I think I'll be in a little bit of a peacetimer here, while I work on going towards the New World. Austria's asked for restoration of the Union. Rip. Also, I'd quite like to have 2 more cogs here. Just to make things level, I suppose. But realistically, I want enough units to go and find the New World. El Dorado, sorry. Right, Salonik is sieged. Would Transoxiana take a white piece yet? Nowhere near. So let's maybe revoke this. Instead of Constantinople, would you give me a whole bunch of money? I'll use that to develop my lands and I'll come back and hit them at another time. I think I have a plan. It's not a great plan, but it's a plan. Also, let's grab a couple more cogs. I think I'm going to send the whole... Actually, no. I'm not going to send the whole Merc army over, but it'd still be nice to have the ships. So, what mission have I fulfilled? The Throne of Naples. The fate of Naples happens. I can get permanent claims in Aragon, Catalonia, Aragon, Valencia and Vasconia area. That's all the mainland Aragon. I can gain power projection, but it's not permanent. Gain 6 base development in Naples. I could get the dev cost and tax modifier. I think I like the idea of the permanent claims, actually. Kingdoms of Spain. Only 15 provinces in Iberia. Blah blah blah. Would give me... If we choose to couple this mission with... If we choose to complete this mission via diplomacy, both us and our designated Iberian ally will get technology costs and settler increase, as long as we maintain our alliance. Otherwise, victory in the Franco-Iberian War happens. Oh, you know we're not doing it via alliance. That much is true. I'm gonna go for them at some point. Don't worry, I'm not entirely ignoring England here. There's just been a differences of priority when I've been doing stuff. And yeah, I didn't get all the money, of course, because Egypt got about half. But that's fine. They were my partner in war crimes. I'll accept the outcome. Knowledge sharing from the Mamluks has been terminated. Will someone else want it instead? Offer knowledge sharing. By Ruth, Meath and Seuss. Let's go Seuss. That sounds good. I'm still earning 10 ducats a month even with all these forts on. It's kind of nice. So yeah, while it doesn't look like we've expanded very much so far this campaign, I have got all of Italy. I have got all of southern Italy. We've got all this around here. I'm in England. And we're set ready to attack the Iberians. I still want to find a way to be able to attack one of these guys without the other guys. I still want something to happen. If I attack England directly, Div Martian wouldn't join, but everybody else still will. If I declare war on Castile directly, I mean, of course they're in the coalition, but England and Portugal would both appear. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to check. Also, let's stop privateering. And I'm gonna explore American East Coast. I'm going to send my units, which will be accompanied by a conquistador, over to South America. This can sit in the same lane. And then I'll have precisely 2 dudes who will be equipped a conquistador, and this is going to no longer be called Army des Flanders, it's going to be called Army des Ritos, because like Doritos, yeah, we're going there. Or I could have just put Brados, but yeah, no, I'm going Dorito route here. We'll drill, and yeah, the cannons are finally just going to be seen as generic parts of the army that have done very well all this time. I'm also glad that John Barrow held up for a while. So let's send these guys to Cape Verde to begin with. Then once they're landed and they've sorted out the boats attritions, I'll then go over to drop the dudes off. Is my plan. But for now, we'll end this episode here. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you again soon.